nothing can disable this love. This is my big brother, my hero. He's part of me, like my arms and legs. So I'll be his. See, there's no time for tired. This starts again tomorrow. He'll be waiting for me. I wake up for him. I know he needs me, but I'm the lucky one. Even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 877-333-5885. Caregiving Resource Center. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
My Hometown is made possible by Herald Community Newspapers. For more local news, visit liherald.com. Got a story to tell? Call 516-569-4000.
WHPC.
And now we return to My Hometown.
We're back on My Hometown. I'm your host, Bill Horan, along with Nassau Community College student Zach Turkel. We're back with our special guest, Lance Elder, President and CEO of EAC Network, and Sarah Muller, Development and Marketing Assistant. Lance and Sarah, thanks again. We're glad to have you with us. And we'd like to know more. You have, I think you shocked me with over 100 programs that you help people in need. Can you tell us, I know you work with children, the youth. You have a Chance to Advance program. Can you talk about that a little bit?
The Chance to Advance program, but let me just jump back for a second. I want to thank you guys for giving us this opportunity.
No problem.
This is very special to us, and we appreciate the opportunity to tell you about EAC and to tell you about our upcoming fundraiser. But youth in foster care are at much higher risk of incarceration, substance abuse, and teen pregnancy. So Chance to Advance works to reduce those risk factors for youth in foster care by promoting the skills and enrichment opportunities through one-on-one mentoring and group activities. So we pair up a child in foster care with a volunteer mentor who acts as a positive role model for the child and who opens the door to opportunities and experiences that the child may not have had otherwise. Chance to Advance is actually in need of male mentors. So if anyone, male or female, is interested in becoming a mentor, they should contact us. And again, we've given this the website a couple of times, www.eac/network.org, and you can look up all the various programs that we have, including volunteer opportunities. So we look forward to seeing you on the website.
And I think you said you were based in Hempstead. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Well, our office, the administrative offices, are in Hempstead. We have a senior center in Hempstead. We also have a senior center in North Merrick, in Long Beach, and in Port Washington. We have programs all over, quite frankly.
I mean, you have so many good programs that people are out there, retired teachers, people with a lot of abilities who say, what can I do with my time? Maybe young people in college who have some off time who want to get worldly experience. This is a great way to start. Go out, and you're helping someone and doing a lot of good and learning how things work in the world. So
we have, quite frankly, we have a lot of retired teachers that we have a mediation program that they get involved in. We have various programs that provide an opportunity for people to get involved with EAC and to help others. It's quite an extraordinary company. I started, as you mentioned, Bill, I started at the Coliseum. I was on the board of EAC, and I thought I knew what we were doing at EAC as a board member. But as I took over the position some 20 years ago, I was shocked to learn how many different things that we do and how much we aid the community. So if somebody's really interested in doing some extraordinary work, they can take a look at our website, and you'll find many, many opportunities.
Zach?
You also mentioned earlier that some of your programs are in the area of the families and communities. Tell us about your Teen Driving Equation program that offers educational workshops for teens and parents on positive driving skills and responsibilities.
We have some interesting programs, and this is absolutely one of them. Our Teen Driving Equation program aims to enforce positive driving skills and responsibilities amongst teens so that they develop some safe driving habits. Car crashes are actually the leading cause of death for teens 14 to 18. So our program works to prevent these fatalities by targeting parents as key players in influencing their teens to drive safely by promoting the use of seat belts, reducing excessive speed, by not texting while driving, one of the key factors, and other safety measures. The program also puts on a lot of events directly at high schools to teach students the consequences of distracted driving. So I think one of the things that we've been stressing as of late has been not being on the phone, not being on the cell phone, and not texting while they're driving.
See that, Zach? Put that cell phone away.
I'll try my best.
They're
Bill.
watching you here. Lance has his eye on you. Lance and Sarah, again, this stuff sounds so impressive, and 100 different programs. If someone just even wants to know what's available, maybe they just have no idea you're out there, could you slowly give us the information, the contact, where to call, where to go, website that we should take a look at?
Sure. Our website is www.eac-network.org, and you can also call us at 516-539-0150.
Easy enough to remember. And again, it's the EAC Network, just 3 letters. If you forget everything else, start with that and you'll find them and either become a volunteer, join in with the staff, or maybe you are in need of some help and they have a great program for you. Now, you also have services that work with the Health and Criminal Justice umbrella. Tell us about the Alcohol Education Program.
Our alcohol education program is a 12-and-a-half-hour educational group series to help people who drive while intoxicated understand that their behavior puts themselves and others at risk. During the groups, participants engage in interactive journal writing and enhancement activities to learn about the use and abuse of alcohol. The individuals themselves actually draft their own plan of action to change their behavior and have to pass a test to complete the program. If our staff determines that the individual is in need of treatment for alcohol dependence, then we will refer them to a licensed treatment program and other supportive services. We do a lot of referrals to keep folks that are struggling with various issues, whether it be mental health, substance abuse, alcohol abuse, etc. We refer them out. We do have our own small treatment program in Hempstead, but there are others that we're able to refer them to.
And who knows, maybe one of those drivers is the person we're driving next to, so we're very grateful that you're doing this program and conducting it. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the EAC Network also provides service that assists seniors and the incapacitated, like Meals on Wheels, which is one of the most recognizable programs here in Nassau County. How is EAC helping this undeserved population?
Yeah, it's an interesting program. It's one that you're correct when you say it's one of the most recognizable programs. It's people look it up in the phone book and they go, "Oop, Meals on Wheels," and they, quite frankly, they donate based on what they find in the phone book. It's very, very interesting.
And they don't necessarily know that we run it. They just know that they need
Meals on Wheels.
Yeah.
Right.
We have about 1,200 seniors that we help out and with meals that are delivered to their homes. But I think one of the key factors is that it's not just about the meals, although that's an important criteria, and it's quite frankly the driver, the senior that can't get to the store, that can't get out to get food for him or herself. But one of the other things is that we're able to kind of keep an eye on them with our drivers, with our volunteers, etc. Because what often happens, if something, some individual falls and they're not in touch with anybody, our driver or our volunteers will go to the home to drop off the meals. And if there's no response, we have actually called the police to get into the home and make sure that the person is okay. So there's a multiplicity of things that are taking place as a result of that contact.
I think for the seniors, too, they almost feel maybe invisible at some times because they just pass by and someone will step aside for them or be polite, but there's no meaningful conversation. And aside from the food and you say the health needs, of course, but what a great way. And all those seniors, that's somebody's brother, sister, father, uncle, aunt, and we don't want something to happen to them. Unfortunately, some of their relatives might be in a different point in the country where they're not nearby. And the fact that you can do this, or someone can even help out by, I guess, being a driver, contributing maybe either money or food services, if they're in that area, that would be wonderful for them.
Or a friendly visit as well.
Yeah, just that I think would be great in many cases. Now, you have something else called Mission Employment Program, which works with at-risk young people between 18 and 24. What is that?
So our Mission Employment Program works specifically with young high school or college dropouts, economically disadvantaged, ex-offenders, the homeless, pregnant or parenting, or those who have a documented disability. So we provide these underserved populations with counseling, career assessment, job readiness workshops, and on-the-job trainings to help these individuals become financially independent. So basically what we're doing is we're trying to take people who are starting out their life at some sort of a disadvantage, and we're trying to help them get on a career path to success.
And I would guess that's hard for people. I mean, we think of it natural, go out and get a job. But if you don't have certain skills And it might be just simple, just like saying, yes, sir, thank you, I'll put it in a bag for you or something, or driving the car. But if someone doesn't realize how to put A, B, and C together, they're not going to get that job.
Well, and it could also be that depending on what their home situation is like, maybe they're coming from a home where they weren't taught those kind of things, or maybe they don't have the right kind of role models. Maybe they just weren't. You think that it's so simple, but maybe you just came from a home where that sort of thing was taught and ingrained in you. Maybe this person didn't come from that. So that's what we're just trying to get those people on the right path.
And also it keeps them, I mean, it might sound funny, but out of trouble. They're actually working. They're doing something good, which internally people say, why would I want to work? But it does make you feel good. It makes you feel productive, a part of society. Definitely. And it might be bringing out some skills that they might have. It might be musical or business. They just never knew they had them because nobody kind of watered it a little bit and helped it grow.
Yeah.
Zach?
So I'm pretty sure with all the programs that you have, I'm pretty sure you've had a very high success rate. Can you tell us some of the great stories about EAC Network and how your organization is changing lives? Can you tell us one example or maybe two examples on some success stories?
There are so many stories, quite frankly. I'm trying to sort out in my brain which ones I should share. But there was, we have a program, a guardianship program, where people who have no one to care for them, no one to care for their financial status, their health, etc. We started this program, I guess, about 3 years ago. And it started out in Suffolk and now has been extended to Nassau County as well. So we have about 100 folks that we have in our guardianship program. One of the first clients that we had was a young woman, not young, I shouldn't say young. She was more than a senior. And
that's an interesting description right there.
She was more than a senior. She didn't want to let people onto her property. People were stealing her money. She would get her check from Social Security, and they would rip off the money from that. She would walk all the way from her shack that she lived in, way out in Suffolk, and she'd walk from that shack to a Ronald McDonald house, Ronald McDonald rather, and she would order breakfast and lunch at the same time. Then she'd go and wash up in the ladies' room. It was a horrible, horrible existence. She wouldn't let me in her home until one of the women that was the case manager convinced her that I was her brother and it was okay to let me in. Eventually, her health deteriorated, and we ended up putting her, with some resistance on her part, putting her into a nursing home. When she got into the nursing home, she was absolutely, totally upset with us until she got her first dinner. And her first dinner included ice cream as the dessert. She thought she was on vacation with that ice cream on dessert. For dessert.
Wow. Well, so simple, but it brings in so many wonderful things. Sarah and Lance, once again, before we wrap up, would you give us the contact information where if someone wants to volunteer, help out, or contribute, they could do that?
Absolutely. They should just check out our Get Involved session on our website at www.eac-network.org, or you can also email us at development@eac-network.org, and you could call us at 516-539-0150.
We'd like to thank our special guest today, Lance Elder, President and CEO of EAC Network, and Sarah Muller, Development and Marketing Assistant. I'm Bill Horan, along with Nassau Community College student Zach Turkel. Thanks for listening to My Hometown.